Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Courtney, Kevin. We're out here doing our first of 2 wax removal jobs today. This is Mrs. Diane out here in the Woodstock, Georgia area. And I was just asking Miss Diane, how did she find me again? And she found me on YouTube. Again, guys, homeowners, they just don't know. But Miss Diane had been putting Bona polish on her floors. And I came out a couple weeks ago, gave her an estimate to remove the Bona polish. She booked on the spot, and you can see the difference right there from the areas that we've done already. So what we're going to do, guys, is remove the Bona polish, which you can see right here. And then we just took it off in the kitchen. And we're going to now start this area. Want to work from the door. You'll find Miss Diane, and come back because we're going to shift some furniture around. So you guys can see what we're doing so far. Big difference. And then after this, we got to go do another wax removal job. And yeah, that's what we got going today, guys. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, so what I'm doing now is flat mopping my emulsifier on the floors, and this is the engineered floor. And if you look really close, you see all that? See all that wax, guys, that's coming up? Look at that. Wow. All that wax. I did an estimate yesterday, guys. Same thing. Lady has been putting mopping glow on her floors, engineered floors, and she said she had 2 companies come out, and both companies told her to replace the floors. One company, she said, was like $7,500, and the other company was like almost close to $9 grand. So she said she was so grateful that she had found my videos as well. So love taking care of clients where they don't have to replace their floors. All right, guys, we are finished. Miss Diane is very happy with the services. She actually asked me for some more brochures so she could pass it to her neighbors. And got all the wax removed from these engineered floors, as you can see. And again, that's one thing about engineered floors, like I was telling her, it has aluminum oxide on it, so that's why the floors look so great after the removing the wax, cleaning, and then buffing the floors out. So there was, again, no need to put anything back on the floors. But also, too, what I was about to say. Oh, yeah. That's why a lot of times when we do the solid hardwood floors and we remove the wax, we usually have to follow back up with the screen and recoat, or even, it's very rare, but in some cases, a full sanding, okay? But with the engineered floors, never have that issue because of the aluminum oxide that's already on the floors and protecting the floors. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thanks again for watching. Wash your hands. And we're about to head to job number 2. Miss Diane, thank you so much. You are so welcome. And thank you. Thank you. And I'm glad that you're happy with the services. And I will see you in a year. In a year, yep, because Miss Diane wants me to come out once a year and maintain her floor. So I'll be doing that as well, guys. All right, see you in the next one. All right, guys, we just got to our second wax removal job of the day, July the 14th. I've already emulsified the wax. As you can see, I'm kind of slipping. And that's the one thing about this service, guys. It's not the friendliest, safest service, but yes, it needs to be done. And I came out again about 2 weeks, did this estimate. And she called back a week later, said, let's book it. She said the floors are just driving her crazy. This is a Brazilian cherry engineered floor. Has aluminum oxide on it. Kevin. So to show you guys where I've already emulsified, so you can see the wax is breaking down already. This is the first job was about 600 square feet. This right here was like 673 square feet. So these, both of them are about the same square footage, $2 a square foot. Strip the wax off, clean the floors, and buff them out. All right, guys, see there? Slipping, man. See all that wax? See all that wax breaking up? See that, guys? All right, Kevin's gonna go ahead and start extracting. Did you turn the wheel? on the high point?
Yeah, turn it that way.
It's on the plus?
I'll turn it this way.
All right, guys, so let me give you an update of what we're doing. As you can see, the floors are coming out really well, but you can still see some of the layers of wax on the floors. So what that is, the way the wax is breaking up, this is a different type of wax. Some waxes are more of like a film and some more of like a gooey wax. This is more like a film. Rejuvenate is really, really good for that. And sometimes, you know, we have to do multiple passes to get the wax off, but it is coming off, you know. Like I said, you can just see certain areas where there's still some left behind. So we're just gonna make a second pass to get that off. But overall, I will say with the results, it's coming out really, really good. The 4 years looking good. And we're gonna do the kitchen and then come back and buff it out. So you can see right here, guys. See right there. So definitely have to make a second pass. But see how it's more like a film type. These are the ones. You just gonna dump that?
No, because it's just foam.
All right, guys. So I just laid down the second emulsifier, and you can see if you look really close, you can see the areas where it's still wax on the floor. See all that? We've let it sit so far for about, I'm gonna say about 5 minutes, and look at that, it's just coming right off. So again, depending on the wax and also the type of wax and also how much wax, a lot of times we have to do this process 2, sometimes maybe 3 times. But right now, I think when Kevin make this pass, come on Kevin, see if it come on up. And voila. Yep, there we go. Perfect. All right, guys, this is one of those jobs where it's a little bit more than we expected because of the type of waxes on the floor. And the homeowner just told me what happened is they hired someone to do the hardwood floors, and they put something on the floors. To us, it looked like some type of VCT wax, and because again, it's leaving a film. And all you see all this right here, guys, all this is wax. Look at that, all that is wax. So got to do some more scrubbing, and really just over here, the kitchen, I say maybe about another hour, hour and a half. But it is, you know, we're making progress one step at a time. But yeah, man, that right there is not the norm. Every now and then we kind of run into these jobs where, yeah. All right, guys, stay tuned. Yeah, I got one. All right, guys, we are almost done. Again, when it comes to the wax removal, every job is different. We did 2 wax removal jobs today. Our first job was a piece of cake, came off with the first pass. So the story of this job right here, the customer had been putting boner on the floor. So when I came and did the demo, I just removed the boner. Okay, as we got into removing the boner, we noticed that the wax started to turn into a film. And what happened was they had someone come out before and wax their floors, and they probably used some type of commercial grade wax or something, and it's really, really, really difficult to get all of this off. So what I told the client is, you know, we have to know when to stop, because we don't want to make the floors worse than what they are. But what we can do in the future is do a Taiko system. Taiko system basically is a system where we will apply a adhesive, almost let's say like a super glue for hardwood floors, because these floors are pre-finished. Okay, so you cannot screen these floors. Okay, and in most cases, most guys don't even want to sand these floors because it's just a headache. So what we can do is come in, put the Taiko system down, flat mop it on, let it dry for about 45 minutes to an hour, and then put polyurethane on top. And what that's going to do is hide any imperfections that's on the floor. So again, in this situation, and just like it's not always like this, but it does happen, especially in the wax removal, because when we do these wax removal jobs, I train guys how to do this, and I can't tell you how many guys that have done wax removal jobs. They've done one that did not go well, and they never did it again. So it's definitely not for the weak-hearted. It's definitely a process, and you just don't know. You know, you don't know what type of product is on the floor. You don't know how many, and that's one thing about wax on floors. You don't know what type of wax it is. You don't know how many coats is on it. You just know it's there, and you don't know what you're getting. Well, we don't know what we're getting ourselves into until we get into it. So, you know, this is just the reality of especially this service, wax removal, you know, and that's why we're one of the very few companies that offer this service. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is finish buffing this floor out, and that's gonna be it. And you know, the thing about it is, you know, when we do our best, and when customers see that, and also when the customers have realistic expectations, you know, you see all this stuff, guys, look at all this right here. Look at all these chunks that Kevin is getting up. You know, that's not your typical wax. It's like a plastic film. Look at this right here. I mean, I can literally pick it up in my hand, you know, and if you guys look at some of the videos that we do, you see that most of the time it's not like that. But overall, I will say this job is about I'm gonna say about a 75–80% improvement. We did remove all the Bona. Our first job was the same thing. She had been using Bona, came out great, but this job right here just didn't go the way that we planned. But you know, again, we can always come back and make improvements with the Taiko system. And actually I had a client in Cumming, Georgia, Mr. and Mrs. Watson, same situation. The wax came off, but once we took the wax off, and they had an engineered floor just like this as well, there was a lot of imperfection under the wax, and the previous homeowner that they bought the home from had put orange glow on the floor, and just like most cases, it was leaving a lot of haze, just a lot of, just make the floors look really dirty and dull. So what we're also going to do that for them as well. We're going to do the Taiko system where we're going to apply the bonding agent with the polyurethane, and that way we're able to reseal the floors even though they're pre-finished floors. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one.